Test, test. Okay. So it was a little problem. This microphone was off, but everything works fine. So hi guys, here I am. Here we are. With the first official Dosminer live stream. I'm glad to see you all here, and just let me have a little drink. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is wait, it seems like Google Plus is a way too early here, so I wait until it's 20 o'clock so I can use the time to post it on our official Facebook page. Well, I'm very glad to be able to do this for now, because I'm YouTube partner, and yeah, what we gonna do is we're gonna talk a little bit. We're gonna do some things. I will answer your question if you have some. So wait a second. Oh, I hate it. Okay, now I'm done. Yeah. So here we are, another live stream made for you. Well, actually, it's our first official live stream. So I made some test streams. I don't know if you saw them, but now we're gonna start. We're gonna start now with some. Oh man, wait a few seconds. Have a little problem here, but okay. So the chat online. I'm gonna refresh it by now. Let me test it. What? Oh dear. Okay. So let's start with our live stream. I gonna tell you what's all this about. So what we're gonna do in this live stream is we're gonna talk to you, we're gonna code with you, we're gonna tell you what we're gonna do, so you can see some updates. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask them on YouTube on the right side of your video. We will see it. Or if you are on dosminer.de, we're gonna answer them too. So what we're gonna do is, here's the code. As you may remember, we are coding Dosminer, yeah. And let's show what we are doing. I did something. I made the blocks way smaller, so the word seems to be bigger. It's not. I'm gonna show you by now. So you see it there. The way I did it is not fancy. So if you see the word is bigger, yeah, the word is bigger, but it could be better. I had a try here to make it more fancy. It's not fancy. But yeah, I will do it later if I'm able to do it. So what we're gonna do is to change the system of the fights, because some people told me the new Dosminer is not like the old Dosminer. The old Dosminer was way better. Let's go back to the roots. We want to have the old Dosminer back, and I can understand this because the game here is not like the old Dosminer. The old Dosminer, the terminal game, was not like this. And I gonna tell you something. I know this because the thing is, Dosminer is hard to code, but we're going to do this and we're going through this, and we need some time to do this, of course. And what we do now is changing the fight system, because the fight system here is not the same. So I can kill this cow just with one shot. I can kill this guy with one shot, and that's not good. I can't even hit him, you know? I'm not able to use different weapons, and that's what we gonna change now. So how's all this about? We need a new class, or yeah, that's gonna be later. So the thing is, let's look for the player class. Should be here. Yeah, here it is. We have the first player, player one. Player one plays the game. It's the standard player, you know. If you're playing the game, you are player one, and you can add another player. If you don't know it, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you. Here's another player, and they can kill each other and all this. But I will have to change it, of course, because I will make the fight system more like an RPG. And an RPG fight system is like you have one player playing the game, and the player has some evil things, some enemies, and if they go through they are in a fight, and there's a fight system, and you can say you attack this zombie, and then there will be a fight animation, and the zombie gonna die after 2 or 3 hits. So let's do this. Let's start with it. Yeah, let's start. What we gonna need here is the thing with a zombie. If they hit each other, the player lose some life, and if he lost all his life, he is dead. And that's the same with the shot. So here we see a shot, and if the shot is hitting the player, if a bullet is hitting the bullet lose 1 life. So if 3 bullets are hitting the player is dead. At first, we need to remove the thing with the bullet. So the player will not be able to shoot. He will be able to shoot later, but by now he won't be able to shoot. That will be added again later. Now what we're gonna do is he can't shoot anymore, because the who is shooting thing will be in the fight, you know. If there is a fight thing, they will shoot. They will be able to shoot, but not in the word. So we have the word, and there will be another word where they fight if they hit each other. You understood? If not, if there are any questions, just write it down here to the comments, or yeah, in the Dosminer live chat on dosminer.de/live. So here is what we call the shot. Wait a second. Yeah, here it is. I won't remove it. I will do it like this because we could need this later. So let's try it. And okay, I can't shoot anymore. The same should be for the guy, because as you can see, here's the guy and he's shooting all the way. And boom, and a boom, you see. So that's not really nice. So I'm gonna go to the class of the man, and he won't shoot anymore just by Wait a second. No, that's here we are. Just by now, the man won't. No. Am I too stupid for that? No. The man won't shoot by now. So you're safe from the man. He won't get you anymore. So, what's next? Let's just try it. Yeah. We're safe from the man. This man can't kill us anymore. The cow. We're safe from everyone here when it's day. Next thing will be the thing with the zombie. For that we're gonna do it on another way. Let's go through it. Zombie. No, wait. The thing is, when you program it, when you code it, you have to decide. On one hand, you can say the player is hit by the zombie, or you can say the zombie is hitting the player. I made it like the player is hit by the zombie. So I have to check it out here, and we're just here we are. So we're gonna need this later, but that's something we won't need anymore. And that was unused anyway. Let's retry. Okay, we would have to wait for night if we do it like this. Wait a sec. Oh, wait a second. I gonna redo it. I'll just say we're starting at night because I don't want to wait until it's night, and I think you don't want to either. So let's check it out. Well, I have to check out something. Okay, let's check it out. On main, there should be something like time, and I can say that means we're starting at night. I hope so. Yeah, and here's the zombie. And yes, if he's hitting us, nothing will happen. That's what we wanted. So what we need now is to say if they are hitting the game or the things, the word has to stop. The time should not go on, and the player should not move, and the zombie should not move, because if this happens, there will be, well, it won't be a bug. Okay, it will be a bug. Yes, it will be a bug, and not a bad bug. It won't be that bad, but it is not fancy, and I want to have a fancy game, you know. I want to have a good game at all. So what we do is we are checking out. No. Okay. Now we have to do something. Now the things could start, because we're starting with a zombie because it's almost done here. If the player and the zombie are hitting, we have to check out where are they hitting, because I want to do it like this. You know, we have the game. Here we have the game, and now they are hitting. For example, they are hitting on grass, or they are hitting on sand or on clay. And if they are hitting on clay, the fight should be on clay. And if they are hitting on sand, the fight should be on sand. So that it seems to be more realistic. Okay, the game is not realistic, but you know what I mean. I hope so. So what we do now is to give some return word, then return, and for this we need a new class, and this will be the fight class. Yeah, I will call the class fight because it's the class of the fight. I think this is logic. Yeah, that's good. So here we are, a new class called fight, because it is a fight. So what's happening in this class? We need a method where we get a few variables, and this is what I say. It's a fight between the zombie and the player, or it's a fight between the guy and the player, or between the cow and the player, and they are fighting on sand, or they are fighting on grass, or they are fighting on clay, and that's what we need to get here. So what we need is to say or let's make it static, should be better. It should be more like this. We need the ID of the ground. We need the ID of wait. What we need is, let's say we are making a list with all mobs inside, so we need a mob ID. I have to create it. Okay, it's not done yet. And yeah, that's what we need. And I don't know, do we need void or do we need declaration? I say we're doing all this in void because this could be better. So let's do it like this, and we are all happy. What's happening in this point? So let's say if oh dude, I'm stupid. I think I'm way too nervous or something. So we need the two integer here also. So we need int block ID, and we need int mob ID. This may be very boring for those who don't know how to code, but I tell you, you can understand it, or you will be, I don't know. Think this could be a way interesting for someone. And yes, if you want to make the stream a way more interesting, you can ask something, or maybe you are asking and I can't see this. I don't know. Let's try something. No, okay. So no one has commented this video on YouTube. I commented to it. Well, it's awesome, but that was me, not someone else. So okay. So now we have to check what is block ID. Should be 0. We have 3 IDs. We have 0, 1, and 2. This is what I have done in the map. This is how the words get generated. It's a random number between from 0 to 3. So yeah, 3 means we have 1, 0, 1, and 2, because it always starts with 0, not with 1. when we are counting 1, 2, 3, but here it counts 0, 1, first number, and that's why we have the ID 0. So where we are? Here we are. So if the block ID is 0, we need to have an image. And now you can see how to add images. This is a question someone has asked me a few times, and I'm gonna answer it by now. How to add images in Java. It is quite easy. All you need is to say, hey, we have an buffered image. It's yeah, you see it's just the name for an image. And now I don't know the code, but I have done it a few times, so I will do it from the zombie. For example, I will copy paste it from here. It's more easy for me. So buffered image, let's call it ground, and we need a buffered image for the monster. The buffered image for the monster will be the same image as the image for yeah, so we won't need it because I have an idea. We will use the same image in a fight as in the word. So if we fight, it will be the same image. So we are not going to have different image from the word or from the fight. This will be easier for me. Maybe I will change it later if it's not that good, but it seems to work at first, so there won't be any problems. So now we're gonna need this. This code. This is just the code for saying the buffered image is this image. So we're just saying bound set image, and we have to do it with try catch. So I'm setting it like this, and yeah. The thing is, there may be an error if the image doesn't exist. So we can't be sure if the image exists. Java can't be sure if this image exists. So we have to say try and catch, because if there's an error, the game could crash, and Java tries to make sure that this doesn't happen. And that's why we are using this with try and catch. Try and catch means that Java, that the program tries to do it, and if it doesn't work, he returns a text and console text which says, hey, the image does not exist. So it's an error. It will be an error if the image won't exist, but the image exists. So yeah, it's difficult to understand, but it has to be like this, so I'm doing it like this, you know. So we need this and copy paste it just right there. Here we are. And of course I copy pasted the catch. Okay. So that should work by now. Now we have to do it for all 3 block types. For block type 1 and 2 also. I think I would do it like this. This looks more fancy, but it's better to me to understand. And I have to do some commentaries because it's better for me to understand. So it's just for me if I say here these are graphics. Graphic. So now I think graphics is quite good. So now we have to say that this is for block type 1 and this is for block type 2. That's the 3 block types, and there we go. And for all 3 block types we will need a new graphic. Or other way we won't need it. We can, well, that wasn't me. Let's read it. We can just use the same graphics and we paint it and we paint it and we paint it. So the fight screen will look like this, but only with one color, maybe only green or only brown. So the player doesn't see the problem here. The player will only see a good looking, fancy looking, nice battlefield. Isn't that nice? It is nice. I know. It is so nice. Okay. But first, I have to do something. I have to set time back to 0 because the game should start in sunshine, not in the night. Because night is quite good. I like the night, of course. But it's not what we want. Can't you? Oh, okay. I'm stupid. So that's done now. We can continue with that. What we need now, we have the fight with the different IDs in it. So now we can do another thing. We have to initialize the integer. That's not so hard. All we have to do is to say this block ID is the same as block ID, and this point, I don't know, let's check it. Mob ID, of course. This point, mob ID, is the same as the mob ID. What we are doing is to say this is the same as this, and this is the same as this, so we can use this easier than using this, you know. Okay, so that was it. That was it. And what we do now is a new void for if I call it battlefield, it seems to be not the right way. So let's call it back. That's good, yeah. And what do we need on this fight screen? We need the ground, and we need the mob, and we need the player. And now there is the problem. If we are playing with 2 players, we have to say that there are 2 players, and if we play with only 1 player, we need only one. We can only have 1 player on the screen. But maybe it's not that difficult if I think again. No, it doesn't seem to be that difficult. So let's start. What we need is at first, of course, the background. So let's start with it. We have to say frame class paint, because I don't know if you know how it works, but we have a class who says, hey, that's what's appearing on the display, and everything around it is just the thing in background. So that is what we see, and it is getting his comments from all the other classes. So the frame class is a very important class, and yeah. So we need the following. Well, I have an idea, but this idea may be not that good, but for this live stream it should be enough. I have to redo it, but this is something I can do in my free time, maybe on a sunny Sunday where I don't have anything to do, or on Saturday. But that doesn't that's not so important. So we need the following. We need a method, or we need a repainter that repaints the screen if you're on a fight. And for that, I just gonna say the following. This may be not that good. Some people, some good coder may say, well, you have done crappy shit. But this will be enough for the first, because or what have I done? Ground. Okay, we're gonna do the following. Let's check if it works. On the map, can we change the? Yeah, no, we can't. Oh, so we're gonna do this. We have to change the. No, wait. Oh. What am I doing here? We have to make this. Yeah, the map has to be public. And this has to be public too, but later. So we have to edit the map, because we're saying every block on the map will be, for example, sand, or it will be, for example, clay or grass. Yeah, that's the 3 block types we have, so there won't be anything else. That's what we are saying, and let's try to do it like this. This may be easier than I thought before. Okay. And for that, we will delete this and redo it on quite another way. We will save. Yeah, this is a warning because it's never used. We're gonna say every block is sand, and for that we just say for and e and I. Oh man, I'm German. For and I and I plus plus and files the same or lower than map point. What's that mean? Slower or the same as map is lower or the same as map point size height. H stands for height in this case. Height. And E has to be 0, of course. So all bugs fixed off. So good. You don't say this. Wait a second. Yeah, of course I made it static. Why? But I will throw this because I was press this warning because I don't want to change it by now. I will do it like this because it's... No, that's not fancy, but I like this way more, and I think programming is what the coder wants to be. So. And now we have to say map point map. And we need another. First, and J, I will call it J because I can't call it E because E is just here. And J's map point size width and height are the same, I think so, but yeah, that's another story. Wait. That's unimportant for you, it's just my fault, and I will fix it later. Well, I'm a kind of silly, but well, it's not easy for me, you know. I have a hard life. I'm poor. I'm a little bit poor coder. I don't know what I'm doing here. It's so sad. I'm so sad. So now we are here. Oh man, I'm sorry. We have to say map point map in ij is the same as block ID. Okay, this should work, and then it's set. Then it should be like this. But now we have a problem. So this should work if we are getting hit on grass, for example. The map will be full with grass and we are on the factory. But the thing is, the map won't be the same later. So if you're fighting and the world looks, I don't know how, the world will look in a different way later. But I can't change it now. I will change it later, but not yet. I will try to have something good to show you that you know how the code works, and this is what I'm doing here, and I won't do anything else. Maybe in the next live stream it's fixed. I don't know. Let's see. But let's continue because we don't have so much time. We have half an hour. Half an hour done. So what we need now is at first that the word changes so that we can see something, and for that I'm gonna do this height point. No, I will make this static so that we can use it without any problems. Oh, Wait a second, I made something wrong. You may wonder, may have wondered a few times, but you never taught me anything. So if you saw the mistake and never taught me something about that, you are a bad person. You have to tell me if I'm doing something wrong, you know. And now you're gonna suppress this warning. Everything should be fine now. And this should be static. And that's why here are a few. Okay, I can make it static. It's a bit more work for me, but that's not bad. So I can practice a few times more. So let's do it like this. Public fight. Okay. Then we are here. What's there somewhere where we are? Here we are. And then we can say do fight point fact screen. Doesn't it need anything? Well, of course we need the declaration of this here, not there. So this is unused by now. I was right from the beginning, but I did so many mistakes, but I don't care. Not ID. So that's what coding is. You're making mistakes, but you are able to fix them. That's happening often. So this isn't used then. Okay. And now we need it here. Okay, everything works fine. What do we need first, block or zombie? Right. Okay, we need the block ID. Let's say 0. I will do it later. And mob ID. Yeah, there isn't any mob IDs now. But let's just test. I had 0, 0, so it should be full of grass if I'm hitting a zombie. So sorry, I'm a kind of sick. So let's retry. But for that, that's way off funny. I have to do this back again because we need the zombie for that, and yeah, the zombie appears at night, and I don't want to wait, and you all know this. Okay, so let's start, and if I'm hitting the zombie, an error appears. Of course. Why not? Let's see, it's a null pointer exception, and I hate null pointer exception, but we have the code here. What? What's wrong with this good working code? Is there anything wrong? I don't know. Let's check it out. At least the null pointer exception, I'm gonna explain it. The null pointer exception is an exception that the compiler can't see, that program can only see if it appears. So it's like a hiding Pokemon. You can't see the Pokemon can't actually see you, but if you are hitting, the Pokemon appears and no one knows where does this Pokemon come from. You know, it's just like, holy, something is wrong here, something happened, oh my goodness, what's happening, you know? And this is what's happening here. The null pointer exception appears a wild null pointer exception. This is what I think all coders should hate, because no one in the world can explain what is this exception. So let's do it on another way. I have one idea, just to say like this. I just want to try something. I have to redo it, but I don't know if I'm redoing it just by now or later. But for example, at first I have to do this. I have to try it and say this is because 0, just for example. I have to redo this also, and I have to say the map is here. Map is the new map. Okay, let's just try. Phoenix out of bounds exception. Oh no, not that. Ooh. Okay. Why is this happening? Let's make test and say this. Okay, the problem is what there, but I think the 9 will be better also, because it's a not fancy bug. You know, that's what coding is. Bugs over bugs, and there are always bugs, and but I have another idea. If you are a coder, you have to be creative, because if you're not creative, you can't handle with those bugs. And bugs are nothing. Bugs are something, but bugs are something no one really wants to have, and I think this is true. And if there's some coder outside watching me, he could say that's right, because bugs are not good. And even the player, because if you're playing the game and there are nothing but bugs, this game is not good. So let's try it like this. I have an idea. Map point map. Oh wait. But we'll do it like this, I think. What's happening here? Okay. Maybe I'm too stupid to use 4 things. So let's do it with an if. This is not fancy, that's true. But it's the only way I can do it, and that's the same thing I had to do here. So it would look like this in the end. And that's not what I want to do, because if I'm doing it like that, I have to redo so much things. But at the moment, I don't know how to do it on another way. So I will do it like this. So you can see the dirtiest way to do anything, to do even someone who's not as good as me could do it in a better way, but I'm sometimes too bad to do it. No, I'm not bad. I'm not good enough to do it. You know what I mean? So let's do it like this. I would tell the map point map on X and on Y, and I'm telling there are two new things, and I call it X and I will call it Y. Y. Ah, I'm German and I'm saying Y to Y. It's a crazy word, I know that. Okay. So X and Y. These are our what's the problem here? Yeah, it seems to be like this. I think so. Yeah. And now we're doing this all again for everything. And we are saying x plus plus and we are doing this a few times. At least we have to do it. Wait a second. We have to do it 1, 2, 3, 4. I wasn't done yet. Ah. Man, okay, but now I have an idea. This bug brought me an idea. I can do it like this. If x is the same as, let's say 9, no, 8 is the highest, and then wait, I need 2 comments for that. Then say x is back to 0 and y plus 1, and if y is the same as 8, say y is the same as this, and x also this, maybe something like a debug function. Let's try it. And yeah, it's is it? No, it's not. Let's retry. But the first row is getting green. Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. There's a little problem. Let's say we need a while, and we can say while b, and we need a boolean, and we call it b. We can say while b it's true, it will do it, and then yeah, it's done. Boom, back. While b, say that, and now we need something like if x is 8 also, then we can say b is false. Then the things should work. That's why. Oh, I hope this works. No, it works not. Why not? What's the problem here? maybe we should do this before this. Come here, come here. No, this doesn't work. Oh man. I have to finish it. I have to finish it. So, as you can see, coding is not just fun. Coding is really hard work. So when you're playing a game the next time, you should know what hard work coding could be and what coding actually is. But I'm gonna do this. Well, where's the problem here? It says when y is 8 and when x is 8, b should be false. Oh yeah. Maybe this should also be when b is true. So let's say set. And now it should work. I hope so. And there's another problem. No, there's no other problem. Well, yes, is there a problem? Well, I have to retry it. Man. Yeah, why isn't that painting green? Is it just... Okay. The thing is, it's repainting when all this is done. So there's an error accepting here. And only if x is not as big as it and y should be also like this. And now okay, the good thing is there's no error. The bad thing is it doesn't work. And why doesn't it work? I don't know. So let's say if it's 7, maybe it should work then. Yeah, it worked. So you see, I'm done with it. So this is how the fact green will look then, and the man should disappear. Oh man, we are doing this. We are going through it. So we need something like this. We need a boolean, which is public and static. Yes, that is a moment when I'm thinking, whoa, you have done something good. And if you're doing something good, you feel so good. So let's check it out. Public static boolean, how could we call it? Let's call it fight. I'm so creative. Let's call it fight. Oh man, I'm so glad and so creative, and I feel so good because all this is working. Because now we can say the man disappears when the fight is true, and the man is not to return work. But this is what I'm doing later. So we can say the man will disappear. The man will disappear. Let's say we're doing it here. If fight point fight, let's say f cos x is 999 and f plus y will be 999 and x will be f plus x. Bounding point x. And we need to cast to int because f plus x means the float of plus x. F float, you know, that's the thing behind it. And let's say bounding point y is the same as casted int of f plus y. Now, oh, isn't it? Oh yeah, we need to say that fight is true, of course, when we are fighting. Now let's read why. Okay. What's not working here? Yeah, here we are with another bug. There are bugs over bugs over bugs over bugs. Anywhere there will be bugs and even more bugs, and the bugs will be everywhere. So that's why people are killing bugs every day. No, I don't want to make you killing bugs. Bugs are so cool animals. They are so little and so strong. Some aren't, but some are. So what's the problem here? I think I should help myself by giving me a feedback over the console. So we will meet this one. You will see it by now. The fight doesn't turn true. Seems to be like that. Now I have an idea. Wait a second. The easiest way and maybe the best way, because we are saying it just here. We are saying fight is true if the bounding intersects with the bounding of the zombie, of course. And now, also, thing is, he will appear right there, and I know the solution. We have to say return. Okay, let's retry. Yeah, it works. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first step. The first step for a great RPG fight. We have now a clear thing, but the thing is, the zombie is still moving, and that's what we don't want to do. So we are saying the zombie will be on the right position, and we can attack him on this position, and he can attack us in our position, and he's walking to us, and we are walking to him, and then sometimes he's dropping an item, and we can collect the item and go back to the world, and everything will be so fine. It will work. And let's check it out. So what we need? We need the update. And for the update, we need a whole new area of the code to say this is the code for the fight. I'm gonna finish it with a zombie for the example, and then I have to quit the live stream. But first, I have to finish it because this is what I have to do. You know, I have to finish it because this is what I have to do. Yeah, I'm seeing Sebastian has commented my live stream. Man, your code needs more comments. Yeah, that's true. I really need more comments into my code, and that's why I made this comment, huh? Isn't it great? Good. Yeah, it is good. Because yes, it's true, and if I have somewhat free time, I will comment my whole code and I will do it. It's, maybe on the next stream you could see it. There will be a lot of more comments in this in this code, because comments is what I just said. They are like comment. So it says here under this there is the code for the fight. Like here you can see here's a comment fight, and this means here's a fight start. The comment is a part of the code, but the comment won't return a comment. The comment won't return a comment. So yeah, it's important for me, but not for the code. You know, the program works fine without comments, but it won't work for me. So yes, I am doing more comments in my code because this is what we need. And yes, you're right. You will understand the code even more, of course. When I'm doing live streams, it's better for you to understand what's here. So yeah, here's the fight, and here's what I'm doing. So under this nice comment fight, I will do the code for the fight. Let's say we're starting like this. At first, we need a position where the zombie appears, so the zombie can't run over the screen and doing things. That's not what an RPG is like. The RPG is like he's standing still while I'm attacking him. It's really old school, but that's what Dosminer stands for old school. Old school is cool. Well, that's why the word cool is in old school if you write it wrong. But anyways, I have to do some things by saying F plus X, and now I have to make a suggestion. Where is a good place for the zombie to stand still, and where is a good place for me to stand still? So let's say the area is 800 pixel and it's 600 pixel high, but the ground is only the ground is 200 pixel down the sky, so the sky is 200 pixel high. That's why the ground is 600 pixels. So the ground is 600 with 600, and the whole area is 800, 600. So let's say f plus x is 700. So there are 100 pixels to the side, because I can't make a player and the zombie and they are fighting, but 100 of pixels away from each other. So 700 and the player will be, well, let's say 650. and plus epsilon f plus y will be 200 and also 600. But all this, of course, if 5.5 is true, because I can't do it if, so I can't say the zombie is going back all the time. This would look like this. Wait. You see it, the zombie can't move even in the world, and that's what we don't want to do. We want to have it more like this, but let's do it like this. 400 will be better, so I can check it. So it's a good idea. I can look where, let's say 350. That's what I'm doing to find right position for the zombie to stay. Yeah, that looks good. This is what I wanted. So here we are. Now it will stay there. And of course the bounding should be there. Bounding point x is the same as f plus x, and bounding point y will be the same as f plus y. And now someone could wonder, why am I doing it with a float and not for int? Because I have to cast it to an integer every time when I'm doing it. Well, the reason is quite easy to understand. The thing is, when I'm doing it, I want a zombie to move fancy. I don't want a zombie to move pixel per pixel. I want a zombie to move really slightly. You know what I mean? So it can move half a pixel, for example. That's good. It looks better. So I'm doing it like this. And now, because we have to say return, let's try. So when I'm hitting the zombie, the zombie stands still, but we can still move. And of course, this is what we gonna fix by now, and then I'm gonna quit the live stream. So the last thing to do is to say, wait a second. 5.5 is true. Yeah, where am I? Yeah. So we have to be at the beginning of the at the beginning of the update. And that's and hey Sebastian, do you see this? This is a comment, and this is a comment. I commented 2 things in this class. 3 things I have commented to. But anyways, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna say here another comment for you. I'm gonna say fight. There's a comment for the fight, and they're gonna say, wait a second. I'm gonna say the same as I said here. So I'm gonna copy paste it, as lazy as I am. So this should work. It's no. What am I doing here? Of course, you may thought I have to say the pos x should be like 150. Now, let's try, and yeah, here we are. And what I'm gonna do next is to say, we have an option menu here where we can choose our attacks, and the zombie will attack us. But that's what I'm doing later. not in the next live stream. I will do it offline. Maybe I will make a speed code of it or something. But yeah, that's it. There's nothing else to say. I made the basics of the RPG fight system. You're gonna see it later. I hope you enjoyed my live stream, the first Dosminer live stream ever made. Yeah, Sebastian left us 4 minutes ago. And yeah, we are done now. I'm really glad to have you here. It was a good experience for me, and I hope it was a good experience for you also. It was a really nice live stream, I think so. And I'm gonna exit it by now. I'm gonna quit it by now. I hope to see you in the next live stream again. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. You know our email, it's info@dosminer.de, and we're gonna answer. Yeah. If you enjoyed the live stream, if you enjoyed the live stream, it will be cool to comment it, or if you saw the live stream later and enjoyed it, you could comment it, because comments are cool. And yeah, we're looking up to good news from you, to a nice reward. And yeah, that's it. Have a nice day. Enjoy playing. Keep playing Dosminer. It's a nice game. Download the newest version. And maybe you could like us on Facebook if you want to. And if you have Facebook, and if you like us, you could like us. Or you can subscribe our channel. The subscription button is down there. And yeah, that's it. Have a nice day. See you later. And bye then. Yeah, we are done.